We'd love to hear from you. 877-77-BOBBY. You can also watch the show live on our Facebook page right now. This is the hour we go fully live on Facebook. Just go over, I don't know, do Facebook something. I don't get on Facebook that much.
Not much has changed.
But you can watch the whole show there. So check it out. Time for the news.
Bobby's Big
Stories.
Health experts say that if you're going to try to defeat your sugar cravings, sniff an orange. Okay, this is BS. There's no way. I love sugar. I eat too much sugar. It's a constant battle because it's more than a tooth. It's not just a sweet tooth. Like, there's something that's bordering like addiction, of sugar addiction. That's a real, I just need it sometimes. And so there's no way I could sniff an orange and be like, oh, all good.
Satisfied.
Like last night, my wife really tries to help me curb it a bit. And she goes, hey, I'm going to make some blueberry muffins. And I'm like, let's go. Let's pour some sugar on top of it. You know, I deserve a treat. And so she's like, we're going to do healthy blueberry muffins. And I was like, oh, boy, okay. So she makes them. And just like every time, she's like, they're not going to taste good. And then I eat them, and they're awesome. And I have like 7.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, my stomach hurts. And then I'm like, I'm never doing that again. And then she'll do it again in like 2 weeks. Like, I'm going to make healthy. And I'm like, Then I have 7, and then my stomach hurts again. But she does. She tries to make sure that I'm in a decent place with my stomach. But they say if you sniff an orange, that it will reduce your desire for sugar in under a minute. It's also good just to eat the fruit, since they have good sugar in them, and will decrease your cravings for dessert and candy this way as well. That's from the University of Leeds in the UK. I'm going to try this. I'm honest to God going to try this. We have oranges. When I want sugar, I'm walking around sniffing sugar all day long. I have it tied around my neck.
Yeah.
Or like on one of those harmonica stands. That's what's going to happen. So there's that. Number 2. Health experts say to pig out in the morning, at least if you want to feel your best. For most energy throughout the day, eat a huge breakfast, then have a regular lunch and a small dinner. But in our culture, we do the opposite. Sometimes we skip breakfast. We have a medium lunch, and then like a massive dinner. But that is kind of reverse on what it should be, because your body's breaking down that food all through the night. Sometimes it keeps you awake, because if your body's still digesting all this food that you had at 7:30 p.m., it's harder to go to sleep because your body's working. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's not about diet or calories. It's literally about getting good sleep, good rest, so you can be the best the next day. But they say eat a huge breakfast. What I would do is I'm going to change today. I'm going to do a huge breakfast. I'm be like, dang, I'm probably going to get a medium lunch. I'm still going to do a huge dinner. And so then it would be bad for me.
Yeah.
I can already see it. From the Daily Mail, this guy wrote, and it's a whole Reddit post, and I wanted to read it to you guys. He said, I made a little girl cry by making her move from the window seat that I had booked for a long-haul flight. Was I in the wrong? 9-hour flight. He bought the window. He or she, the adult, bought the window and made the kid move because they bought that seat for a 9-hour flight. Are they in the right or wrong? Amy?
Where's the parent to this kid?
With them?
Okay, well, they bought the seat. I don't think they're in the wrong. I think the parent should be the one like explaining to the kid. He shouldn't have to make the kid move, or the parent should be like, hey, this is not our seat.
They were made to feel guilty by the kid's father after asking the kid to move.
Okay,
so the parent did not help there.
This is on the parent.
The solo traveler got into an argument with the father on the plane. And so this person went to Reddit. Was like, it's the AITA. That's the question. Am I the beat poll?
Yeah.
Where people will go, am I mean? Am I wrong for doing this? So, no. I would make the kid move.
Yeah.
You bought it.
Yeah.
Sorry. And when kids cry, that doesn't mean like you have to do anything for them.
That's right.
Excuse me, Dad?
They cried everything.
They cry. I want this. Sorry, you're not going to get it. Keep crying. It's not going to work.
Yeah, but unfortunately, the dad wasn't helping.
The dad didn't help either.
Yeah.
And then he had to sit next to him for 9 hours.
Whatever, put headphones on. They don't exist. I put headphones on, an automatic cubicle goes up around me.
Oh, noise cancellation?
Noise, vision, life.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. From the Daily Mail, my fiance wants me to wear a red dress to our wedding because I'm not a virgin.
What? This is so dumb.
I've already picked a traditional white gown, but he says it'll deceive our guests.
Stop.
That's funny.
You should know he's like this already. That's the
Right.
weird thing. If this comes out of nowhere, if like he's down, he's chill, living life, and all of a sudden he's like, no white, red.
Heathen.
You are not a virgin.
Right.
Because that usually doesn't creep out of somebody right at the wedding. Like you kind of have to know he's like this. So
Red flag.
yeah, a little bit that's on you because you know he's like this. Because this just didn't happen out of nowhere. But that's also really weird for him.
Really weird.
So weird.
Because that's not even a thing. That wasn't like the 1800s for the most part. Like you wore white, maybe even before that, to signify that you were still pure.
Sure.
I didn't know that till a couple years ago. That's the reason they were white in the bride dress. I was like, huh?
And then it just transitioned to that's what a bride wears. And who's pure anymore? You know,
Yes.
there's no such thing as pure.
That's true.
That's
That's for sure.
I'm sure they're out there.
No, I'm talking about in general. What's even pure anymore?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Meta is launching, which we talked about yesterday, a $12 a month verification service for Facebook and Instagram. And I mentioned it, didn't have all the details, but just like Twitter, Mark Zuckerberg is like, cool, you want a blue check? You pay us $12 a month, and you'll get extra protections, additional support, apparently some other perks. He said it's about increasing authenticity and security across our services. That being said, then why are you charging folks? Just do it without charging people $12 a month. Also, you're kind of lame if you just pay for a blue check mark, right?
Yeah.
For sure.
Because I worked hard to get that blue check mark, dang it. And I finally got it, and I was like, I made it. And now any Joe Schmo can get it for $12? Maybe that's just me being sad, being jealous. But the move comes right after Twitter did Twitter Blue. I don't know. Do you feel like it's losery to pay for a blue check?
I mean, maybe people are paying for the extra security, and then
But
the
we
blue
should
check
have
mark.
security.
I agree.
already.
That's my
Like,
point.
we should
But
already be
extra.
secure.
It's like the town going, all right, for $20 a month, the cops will protect you even more.
Like
No,
what?
no, hold on. We already pay taxes. The cops are protected. They already exist. What do you mean even more? A fifth person is cured of HIV after stem cell transplant, researchers say.
That's
cool.
awesome.
Oh.
This is from The Hill. Researchers say a man has been cured of HIV following a stem cell transplant that was performed after several rounds of chemo, making the fifth known case of the virus being cured by an individual. Wild that they've been able to actually go, this process, stem cell, you no longer have it. When we were told our whole life you don't get rid of it because it's a virus. So that's pretty cool. I don't know the science behind it. They have a bunch of big words here.
You
but
don't understand that? You're a doctor.
Yeah, you're a doctor.
I'm a doctor of letters.
Ah, that's right.
Oh.
That's right.
And although I do recognize the letters, I don't know the words, what they mean.
To put them together.
Yes, I don't know what these words mean. But that's pretty cool. I would go into an eye specialist because my right eye has very limited vision. It's like 8% vision. So it sees, if I close my left eye, it is all blurs and some slight color and light, and that's it. No sort of clarity, no shapes. And I went in to a specialist, and he was like, the only thing that might at some point help you fix your eye, because this is in your brain, is stem cell. Is that.
Wow.
How do they get it in your brain?
I didn't ask.
Okay. I don't know.
Maybe I did, but I didn't understand. But they were like, it's the only thing, because it's not really in your eye. It's actually in your brain. It was underdeveloped, that part when you were a baby. So, and look at me. I'm here underdeveloped. Underdeveloped brain and all,
See,
baby.
but don't you think that underdevelopment maybe allowed you to overdevelop in other areas?
I think that underdevelopment, just imagine what I'd be Iron Man if it's fully developed.
Yeah, man.
Look at the potential I would have had.
That would have been
I'd
awesome.
have been the first person to fly.
Okay, that's not what I was saying, but maybe, because when some senses are lacking, the other senses pick up.
Or when you have certain situations around you that are negative, you figure out other ways in your life to find super positive. Yeah, I understand your point.
Thank you.
Thank you for the compliment that I'm amazing. All right, that's it.
Those were Bobby's Big
Stories.
I'm going to say this. We have a show at the Ryman tonight, Eddie and myself, which it's the Raging Idiots. It's our 6th annual, although we did have to stop for COVID, parentheses. $1 million show for St. Jude. We have a lot of awesome artists stopping by to play with us. We put up like 20 tickets last night. It's what we call the hold tickets or the OS tickets.
OS.
OS, in case you need them last minute. But they were up last night. If you go to the Ryman's website, if you're in Nashville or you want to drive in, it's going to be an awesome show. I can't even tell you everybody who's going to play yet because there's some prizes. There's just super cool. But they're up if you go now, or we'll put it up at bobbybones.com as well. Michelle Branch will be there tonight, which is super cool. And we didn't put it up on the sheet because it's still a mid-surprise. But the Wreckers are going to play for the first time together in like over 10 years.
It's going to be awesome.
Which is going to be awesome. And this song's awesome. It's Leave the Pieces from the Wreckers here on The Bobby Bone Show. Amy's got a cousin who's a psychic who's been on the show multiple times. She's made some psychic, are they predictions?
I guess so.
And she's nailed them. And we had a listener that sent this note. Was Amy's cousin right about this one?
Oh.
There's one that they think we haven't paid attention to yet that she supposedly nailed. We'll do that coming up in a second. Also, your calls, 877-77-BOBBY. That's next. Kelsey from Kansas left this voicemail last night.
I guess Amy's cousin strikes again. She had predicted that somebody would be leaving the Bobby Bones show, and technically Eddie is leaving the sports podcast. Sad day, but just goes to show Amy's cousin is on a roll.
I don't know if this is
Nah.
accurate.
Nah.
Let's go to this. Here's an email we got to. I'm sad to hear Eddie's leaving. 25 whistles and sore losers. Is this proving Amy's sister's being correct? Although it's not your sister, it's your cousin that's a
Cousin.
psychic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Duh.
Come
That'd be
on,
crazy.
guys.
It wouldn't be your sister. So here's a clip of Amy's cousin, the psychic, in October of last year talking about one of her predictions.
No, I don't think anyone is getting fired. I think there's going to be some show staffing changes, some status changes in the next year to 18 months, something like that. I mean, so there are some changes coming up, that's for sure.
Everyone's like, wait, what?
I take it back. She didn't say someone was leaving the show.
She didn't say that. I didn't
Oh,
realize.
I got to reconsider if I think this is right or not, because I thought it was an easy no, but she didn't say someone's leaving the show. She said staff changes.
Yeah, when she first said that, I immediately went to someone's leaving the Bobby Bones show.
And not only that, I've hired 2 people on to have bigger roles in Kickoff Kevin and Lauren.
Yeah.
Like they have, I don't know.
Well, I mean, and
She may be right.
if that was October, also the 12 to 18 month window is still in play.
That's true.
Guys, if she's right, that's just scary.
Yeah, she's more right than I thought. So I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10.
I have something else that she shared with me recently that's very bizarre.
Uh-oh.
It's especially because she says this isn't her gift.
It's not the one thing
Huh?
It's not the thing about me, right?
No.
Don't share that on the air yet.
No.
Okay, good. Because she nailed another thing too.
No, it's
Yeah.
yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, she nailed something that was so weird.
That was in my car.
And she was in town.
And she said it.
I'm just not going to say what it is now, but one day I will. But that one was like 9 out of 10, bizarro weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the thing you're talking about?
Well, it's extremely personal, but it is still really, really crazy. Her mom has had cancer for 7 years, and she's even said on the show before, she doesn't want to know about death or like she doesn't want to tap into that. Again, not her gift. But months ago, she's like, I feel like it's February. And here we are. And my sister and I actually FaceTimed with them this last weekend, like to kind of say our goodbyes. And when I saw her mom and saw her on there, like everything is, the cancer's to her brain. Like it's really wild. Like she's in her final, literally, like I could hear from her. So just keep my cousin also in your thoughts and prayers because it's happening any minute. But my sister and I were like,
When did she say
"What?"
that?
She probably said it. It was, I went back to visit a couple of times at the end of last year to say goodbyes because I kept thinking it was going to happen. And she's like, no, I think we have a few more months. Like, I really feel like February. It was maybe October or November of last year that she told me February.
It's not like The Simpsons where they just have done so many shows over 30 years. Maybe 40. How long has Simpsons been on, Mike? Since 1989?
Dang.
So that they're like, wow, look at The Simpsons predicted this. Well, they've just done so many shows.
They've said everything.
But Amy's cousin, who says she's a psychic, has nailed some stuff. I'm not a big psychic believer, I'll be honest with you.
Me neither.
Right. But eventually, as they would say, you got to put some respect on her name.
Yeah, I've never thought
And
twice
even being
about.
a good guesser.
Like what she's saying, I've never thought twice about, but now that I'm part of it, like that's kind of crazy.
I know, but I don't know. I'm gonna like even with like the stuff with her mom now is
Yeah.
like that's another level. Which she's just praying to the Lord that it happens swiftly too, because her mom always said, "I want to die pretty." She's still so she's still putting lipstick on her mom every day.
I don't. I want to die. I want to be 500 and look like a turd.
What?
I just want to live forever.
500?
Yeah, that's the goal. I don't care how I look. Just keep me alive. And if any of you unplug me, I will haunt you. I've told you before.
Yeah.
You unplug me, I don't care what the doctor says. You know he's not going to make it. Leave me plugged in.
What if we run out of Kazash?
I will drain my bank account. Hey, I'll drain my bank account.
Right.
You don't
But-
even know who's in the will. Maybe none of you.
You're right, but what if we get down to 0?
I get a second job.
Take out a loan.
You better keep me alive because I'm going to haunt you all if you pull the plug. You heard me say it. This is a voicemail from Kit in Missouri that we got last night.
I was just sitting around thinking about riddles, and I realized that I missed Riddle Me This. I know you guys do the, never going to get it, but I kind of want to hear the Riddle Me This.
Okay, we can get to that in the next couple days.
Okay.
We haven't done riddles in a long time, so we'll get to that. Thank you very much. And then finally, let's do this. The top 3 songs in country music last week. At number 3, Luke Combs, Going, Going, Gone.
Like a runaway southbound train,
like an Arizona desert.
Number 2, Morgan Wallen, Thought You Should Know.
I thought you should know that all those prayers you thought.
Number 1, for a second week, Kane and Caitlin Brown, Thank God.
I get to wake up by your side. Thank God.
Number 1 alternative song is Weezer, Records.
I hear records in my head everywhere that I go. I've got records in
Am
my
I just a Weezer super fan, or is that song awesome?
That song's awesome.
Yeah, but you're like me, dude.
But it is good.
Amy?
Let me hear it for a
Okay,
second.
all right, start it over, Ray. Start over.
I hear records in my head everywhere that I go. I've got records in my head spinning out of control. They go round and around and again, round and around and again, round and around and oh yeah, records in my head. I hear records in my head everywhere.
Come on.
Well, Amy, what do you think?
I was feeling it till it got a little heavy.
What do you
Well,
mean?
heavy.
That's not heavy.
Yeah,
Like the guitar.
Well, you started like banging.
Well, I got
your
longer
head.
hair now. I've been growing it out, so now I can do this. Look.
That's why you grew it
Yeah,
out.
it's awesome. Last night, Kayla and I were playing cards. We played for like an hour and a half, and I had the playlist, and I was delivering one head after the other.
Oh, yeah?
Because I'm not a DJ. I don't really pick the music here. I'm a radio personality. I get paid to talk. But that being said, I can pick some heck of music. And so we were playing last night, and I had this playlist, and it was like Train, and I was playing Bare Naked Ladies,
Oh, man.
and I was listening to "Cause It's All Been Done."
It's all
Dun-dun.
been done.
She's like, "What is this, a musical? What the crap is this?" I was
Oh.
like, "What do you mean?" She goes, "It sounds like a musical."
You
I
don't
was
like it?
No.
Oh.
And so we were going Train to Bare Naked Ladies to Hootie and the Blowfish to,
Come on.
and she'll be like, I don't really like this. But then I'll hear her over there going, "Only want to be with you."
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right. I was crushing it last night with the playlist. And someone asked me on my Instagram, because I have a Q&A up on my story, they were like, "Hey, did you ever meet Ed from Bare Naked Ladies?" And I was like, "I tried. I could never get him to like meet me."
See the bald guy? The glasses?
He's not really bald.
Every time I hear Bare Naked Ladies, I picture a bald guy with glasses.
So, but I did an Instagram story. I also posted a picture of the bruise on my leg. Do you see that?
Yeah. What? How'd you get that?
I'm getting older. I used to wake up and there were bruises in places.
You don't know how you got that?
No idea. No idea. Mr. Bobby Bones on Instagram. Let's do Bailey Zimmerman, Rock in a Hard Place. Bobby Bones Show. second. Give us like 3 minutes or so. 877-77-BOBBY if you want to call us. And then also, I saw this thing get auctioned off. I'll tell you what it is in a second. For $60,000. And I thought maybe somebody on the show has one of these. They don't even know it.
Oh, boy.
Because you very well could. Probably not, but it's not some. You've had one at least.
Really?
For sure. It got auctioned off at $63,000. We'll talk about that next. Maybe our listeners have one. Give us a minute. Be right back. The first iPhone that came out in a box sold for $63,000. Nothing special about it except the person just didn't open it.
Oh, wow. Huh.
So that's it. I mean,
Smart.
I don't know that I had a Generation 1. I don't think I had money then when it first came out. Because that was probably, what year was that?
05? 6,
2007?
7? Okay.
I was borderline. Probably could have afforded it, but it'd been like, I don't know.
They were probably really expensive when they first came out, huh?
An iPhone that was sealed in its original box went for $63,000 at an auction over the weekend. The original owner of the phone said she got it as a gift, but she never opened it because she had already gotten another phone, and that's the only reason. She wasn't a collector.
Wow.
She just kept it. Other first-generation iPhones have been sold for like $35,000, $40,000. This one sold for $63,000. The 8-gigabyte phone was originally listed for less than $600 when it was introduced in 2007. That's from CBS News. That's cheaper, though, than it is now.
Yeah.
And it's $800-900 now, depending on. I mean, they'll make it like a nickel if you switch your plan over for the rest of your life.
Right.
Like if you name your child Verizon, they'll give you $1 on a phone. I want to go over and talk to. Let's go to Tony in New York, who has been waiting patiently to talk on the phone to us. Hey, Tony.
Hi.
What's going on?
You were talking earlier about wedding dresses. In a lot of Asian cultures, women actually do wear red dresses. But in the West, it's Queen Victoria who started the trend of wearing a white dress. And it was more of a status thing that you could afford to wear a white dress that you might not wear again. Because before that, women just wore a dress of whatever color, and it became their Sunday best dress. And they wore it again and again and again.
And then somehow it turned into white means pure. And then somehow the dude's like, I don't want you to wear a white dress at the wedding because you're not a virgin. And then we're like, wait, what? That's the whole thing we did earlier in the show. So, yeah, check that out. I did not know that, but thanks for calling and sharing that with us. We really appreciate that. Let's go over and talk to Kelsey in Nebraska. Hey, Kelsey, you're on the Bobby Bone Show. How are you?
I'm good. How are y'all doing?
Doing really good. What can we do for you?
Good. So I actually heard Amy share my video. I'm the mom of Austin, the little girl who asked my dad, her grandpa, to the daddy-daughter dance.
And tell me something good,
Tell me something good.
Yeah.
Yep. And I had to call because my husband, who passed away in 2019, was like the biggest fan of your guys' show. And so it was just really emotional to hear that this morning.
Wow, we didn't know that. We literally found the story and Amy talked about it. And so what is it like to have a video like that go viral?
Wild. Like, I'm just a normal girl from Omaha, Nebraska. Like, it's insane. But it's been really special to, like, share our story with everybody. So.
Dang. Well, we appreciate you calling. Here's what I'm going to do for you.
Yeah.
So you've listened to the show for how long, you think?
Oh, gosh. Probably like 2012, I think, before you guys were even on, like, radio.
She used to listen to me at my house.
Oh, wow.
In my apartment. She put her ear on the door. So here's what we're going to do, because that's like, we're hitting our 10-year anniversary here in like a week, basically. And so in honor of our 10th anniversary live from Nashville, Hyundai is doing a thing with us where they're going, hey, we want to honor your journey, and so I can help other people too. So what we're going to do, Kelsey, because of Hyundai, we're going to give you $1,000 for listening and calling and just being cool. So will you accept this $1,000? Well, yeah. What a terrible joke that would be.
Bad.
No, of course.
Oh, my gosh.
And I know you didn't call for money. You were just calling to actually share that story, and we're so thankful you did.
Yeah.
But would you take $1,000?
Well, yeah, of course.
Boom. Easy as pie.
It's crazy because for his funeral, we made little cards for everybody that said Pimp and Joy on them because he would do it all the time. So karma, man, like it's crazy. But thank you so much.
Dang.
That's really, I mean, just that I have.
Me too. I got
chills right now
ear
because,
chills from that story.
Like just also that story, we all do. Tell me something good, and you know, Pimp and Joy starting with my mom and her cancer journey, and me being the one that did the story. Like that's just, I just feel like a connection that's really special, and I also am so glad that your story went viral because I think it's just again such an encouragement. We said it when we did it, that to reach out to families that may not have a mom or a dad or might be lacking or someone's passed away or something, so they can fill in that void and step in and be the mom for certain things or the dad for certain things. And it's just a special reminder. Because Bobby, I know you had that growing up. People stepped in for you, and everybody's circumstance is a little bit different, but just being aware.
Well, Kelsey, you've made us feel emotional, which we're sometimes dead inside. We talk about so many news stories that we just become desensitized.
Yeah.
But I'm so happy that you called, and we did not know you were a listener. We shared the story, and I'm so happy that it's gone viral. I'm so happy that even listening to that clip of, your daughter and that's just awesome. So the fact that I just have $1,000 up here accidentally just to give you is amazing. Everybody, this is awesome. This is a great.
Enjoy.
This is amazing. So stay on the phone, Kelsey. You're awesome, and I hope you have a great day.
Thank you, guys.
That's blows my mind.
That's really cool.
We have another way for you to win some free money, $10,000, thanks to our friends at Hyundai who have partnered with us to celebrate the journey of our 10th year in Nashville. You can win too. Just sign up and get rules at bobbybones.com. But I have stacks of $1,000 in cash I'm just randomly giving people. I wish it was stacks of cash.
I know. I was like, where?
It's not.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, I know. I wish it was stacks of cash, but I do just get to go, here's $1,000, here's $1,000. Well, how about that? I don't even know what to say there because that was such a good call. Thank you all. Let's do this.